A to B. And take another line segment. This is same A, B bar, but the direction of this one, the segment E is not from A to B, this is from B to A. So the magnitude of AB bar and this one both are same, but the direction is opposite to the given vector AB bar. That is the definition of the negative of A vector. So what is the definition of the negative vector? A vector whose magnitude, that means length, magnitude is same as that of given vector, but direction is opposite to the given vector. It is called the negative vector of the given vector. Here AB bar is equal to here direction from A to B, but here direction from B to A, and here we will write minus. Here minus indicates opposite direction of this vector to the given vector. Therefore, AB bar plus BA bar is equal to O bar. Just write down the definition of negative of a vector. Negative of a vector. Here we cannot talk about line segments. Line segments may be parallel or line segments may be coincide. Here just we will talk about magnitude and direction. Same magnitude but direction is opposite. That's it. Write down the definition of negative of a vector. A vector whose magnitude is same as that of the given vector. A vector whose magnitude is the same as that of given vector, but direction is opposite to the given vector. But direction is opposite to the given vector is called negative of the given vector. Is called the negative of the given vector. Is called the negative of the given vector. Right side of the page you draw these two segments and AB bar is equal to BA bar. Magnitude is equal, but here you will write minus because this minus indicates opposite direction to the given vector. Finally, AB bar plus BA bar is equal to, don't write O, not 0, it is O bar, null vector. Null vector. For example, it is 5 units magnitude, it is also 5 units, but direction is opposite, minus 5 minus 5 0. Finally, we get the null vector AB bar plus BA bar is equal to O bar. Right now, this is the definition of negative of a vector. Next, last type, position vector. Position vector. Position vector. Position vector. Now see, O be the fixed point in a plane or in space, and A be any point in a plane or in space. Then the position vector of the point A is just to O. That's direction from O to A, because O is the fixed point, nothing but O is the initial point, A is the terminal point, nothing but A lies in anywhere in the plane or anywhere in the space. Then OA bar is the position vector of the given point A. Next, P is the any other point, then OB bar is the position vector of the point B. This is some vector denoted by a small letter with an arrow 1 feet. B bar is the position vector of the point B. This is the terminal, and O is the fixed point because O is the origin. Maybe it is in plane or it is in space. Next, OC bar, OD bar, like that we can define the position vector of the given point. Right now, last one, position vector. Position vector. Let O bracket in bracket origin. In bracket origin be the fixed point, origin be the fixed point. Let O be the origin, which is fixed point, and A, capital A, and let capital A be any point in the space, and let capital A be any point in the space, then OA bar, O is the fixed initial and A is the terminal, so direction from O to A bar. Then OA bar is the position vector of the point of the given point A. That's it. Position vector. Just observe. Let O be O origin be the fixed point, and what about A? And A be the given point in the space. Then the vector OA bar is the position vector of the point A with respect to O. OA bar be the position vector of the given point A with respect to fixed point O. With respect to fixed point O, and continue. And OB bar be the position vector of the point B with respect to fixed point O. Origin is the fixed point that we cannot change. And OB bar be the position vector of the point B with respect to the fixed point origin. Like that we can continue. Next, OC bar be the position vector of the point C. OD bar be the position vector of the point D. We can define like that position vector. Let OB the origin, which is fixed point, and A be any point in the space. Then the vector OA bar is the position vector of the given point A with respect to O, and OB bar be the position vector of the point B with respect to the fixed point O. That is the definition of just position vector. Position vector. Next, so these are the types of the vectors. Next, algebra of vectors. Algebra. There are 4 algebraic operations: plus, minus, into, and division. In matrices also we discuss algebra of matrices, sum of the matrices, difference of the matrices, and product of the matrices. But division of the matrices not possible. Here also vector addition possible, difference and product of the vectors also possible. There are 2 types of multiplication. One is the dot product, another one is the cross product. But division of the vectors not possible. So finally we are going to apply only 3 algebraic operations on vectors. First one is addition, subtraction, third one is multiplication. We cannot say multiplication here. There are 2 types of multiplication. One is the dot product, another one is the cross product. That is the topic. See, take a algebra of vectors. In that, first one is addition of vectors. That first one is number 1, addition of vectors. Write down, this is very important. Second exercise we can complete by using these 2 or 3 concepts. Addition of vectors. First, algebra of vectors, algebraic operations. We are going to apply vectors. First algebraic operation is addition of vectors. Again in this first one, triangle law of addition of vectors. Simply write down triangle law of addition of the vectors. This you have already studied in first year physics, right? This one and parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. Maybe we can ask for 1 mark. Write or define triangle law of addition of the vectors. We can give for 1 mark. Just you will write definition. You see. This is segment. What direction on the u direction from A to B. Then it is directed line segment. That is why it is the vector AB bar. Another vector BC bar. So direction from B to C. These 2 are the 2 sides of the triangle. Two sides of the triangle which are expressed in magnitude and direction. Then the resultant, for example, this you say some a bar, this vector you say b bar. Then the resultant, the meaning of resultant, sum, S-U-M, sum. Sum of these two vectors, a bar and b bar, is also a vector which is expressed in magnitude, which is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle. By the third side of the triangle, C bar. Therefore, sum of these two vectors is the third side of the vector, that is AC bar, nothing but C bar. This is the triangle law of addition of the vectors. Write down very clearly. Algebra of vectors, in that first one, addition of vectors, again in that Roman number 1, triangle law. If two vectors, write down, if two vectors are expressed in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the triangle. Write down clearly. If two vectors expressed in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the triangle, then two sides of the triangle, then the resultant in bracket sum, then the resultant, so we are going to add these two, then the resultant in bracket sum is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle. That's it. What is that? If two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by what? Two sides of the triangle, then the sum or resultant is also expressed in magnitude and the direction by the another one, that is third side of the triangle. That's it. Next, right hand side of the page. To draw the triangle, let AB bar is A bar, BC bar is B bar, and AC bar is equal to C bar. Then sum of these two vectors, AB bar plus BC bar, is equal to third side of the triangle, that is AC bar. That's it. This is known as the, write down clearly. First, draw the triangle. Write down about three vectors one by one. First, AB bar is A bar, BC bar is B bar, and AC bar is C bar. Then what is the triangle of addition of the vectors? By adding two sides, we get the third side. So AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. Right now, this is the triangle law of addition of the vectors. Triangle law of addition of the vectors. Triangle law of the addition of vectors. That is the first one. Next, second one. Right now, AB bar is equal to A bar, BC bar is equal to B bar, and AC bar is equal to C bar. Then AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. This is known as the triangle law of addition of the vectors. That's it. Just the definition. Second one, parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. Right now, clearly. First one is triangle law of addition of the vectors. Second one is parallelogram law of addition of vectors. Or simply write down parallelogram law. That's it. You see, any two co-initial vectors. Co-initial means their initial point is same. This is one vector and this is the another vector. So their initial point is same. That will be A, and this is B, and this is B. So this AB bar is one vector, that you say A bar small letter. Vector is denoted by a small letter with an arrow over it. This AB bar you say some B bar. So these two vectors are the co-initial vectors. Why? Because their initial point is same. Initial point is same. So what is parallelogram law of the addition of the vectors? If two co-initial vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then the resultant, that means sum of these two, then the resultant is also expressed in magnitude and also direction by the diagonal, not side, by the diagonal of the parallelogram which is passing through their initial point. So what is parallelogram law? If two co-initial vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then their sum, that means resultant, is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram, this diagonal which is passing through the common point. Which two vectors common point is A, passing through the common point. That's it. So write down very clearly A, B, C, D. Write down. Second one is parallelogram law. If two co-initial vectors, write down very clearly, parallelogram law, if two co-initial, because these two are initial vectors, so because the initial point is same. If two co-initial vectors are represented in magnitude and direction, by what? Direction? By two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. These two are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Write down. If two vectors are represented, two co-initial vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then their resultant means sum, in bracket, write clearly, sum, that means AB bar plus AD bar, then the resultant sum is also expressed in, then the resultant or sum is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the then the resultant or sum is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the diagonal which is passing through their common point. That's it. Sum or resultant is also expressed in magnitude and direction by the diagonal which is passing through their common point. Let it be C bar. Therefore, AB bar plus AD bar is equal to AC bar. That is what? A bar plus B bar is equal to C bar. This is known as the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. Right, and finally, this is known as the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. You can take any two co-initial vectors, no problem. This one and this one. Then what is the resultant? This diagonal. That is why we will mention very clearly which diagonal is the resultant which is passing through their common point. BA bar, BC bar. Co-initial vectors. What is the resultant? BD bar. Diagonal which is passing through their common point. Yes. Right side of the page, you draw this parallelogram. Direction is very important. These two must be co-initial. So, initial point is A only. and the resultant is also from A to C only. Resultant is AC bar. So A is the initial, C is the terminal. Finally write down therefore AB bar plus AD bar is equal to AC bar. This is A bar and this is B bar is equal to resultant C bar. This is known as the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. This is known as the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. Write it clearly. Next, note after these two laws. Write down very clearly. Note 1. There are two more points. First one, write down. Note 1. Write down. By triangle law of addition of the vectors. Triangle law of addition of vectors. We have AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. Right. By the triangle law of addition of the vectors, we have AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. What is the meaning of that? Sum of the two vectors is the third side of the triangle. But very important thing. But mod AB bar. What is the meaning of mod AB bar? Magnitude, length. Mod AB bar plus mod BC bar is not equal to mod AC bar. Very important result. Sum of the two sides, sum of the two vectors is the third side of the vector, but sum of the two magnitudes is not equal to the magnitude of the third side. This is not possible. We can add the vectors, but we cannot add magnitudes. This is one of the important observation. Next, second one. Maybe this is also important for 1 mark. Write down AB bar cyclic rotation. AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar. Cyclic rotation. BC bar plus CA bar is always equal to null vector. But here AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. Nothing but by using this only we can write this one. How? This plus AC bar will be changed as minus AC bar. By using the negative vector definition, minus AC bar can be written as. If you interchange initial terminal, again we get minus and minus plus. So AB bar, write it clearly. AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar is null vector. How? This we can prove. Write down in bracket. Take LHS. Maybe this is important for 1 mark. Write it clearly. AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar. You take LHS. Tell me, what is the sum of these two vectors? By using the triangle law of addition of the vectors, we can write AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. What about CA bar? As it is. CA bar as it is. Got it? AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar by using the triangle law of addition of the vectors. This CA bar as it is. Next, by using the negative vector definition. This is AC bar. What about this one? CA bar. That means AC bar is equal to CA bar. Magnitude is equal, but we will write minus. Why? Because direction of this vector is opposite to the given vector. So finally, here we can replace AC bar as it is. Next, CA bar can be replaced with minus AC bar. Otherwise, CA bar as it is. Instead of AC bar, we can write minus CA bar. Finally, this is what? Null vector. This is RHS. So write it clearly. You can start from this side also. AC bar plus CB bar plus BA bar is also null vector. null vector. Try to make it clearly with proof. This is the triangle law of addition of the vectors. That means sum of the two vectors is vector. But sum of the magnitudes of these two sides is not equal to magnitude of the third side. This is not possible. This is not equal. Not possible. And this is the second one. AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar is null vector in any triangle. This we can verify by using second exercise problems. Wait, just write a note point. Take it as a note. That is second one. Next concentrate on clearly. Scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of a matrix completed. This is the scalar and this is the matrix ABCD. Scalar multiplication of a matrix. Scalar multiplication of a matrix is again matrix which is obtained by multiplying each entry of the matrix by the given scalar. This is scalar multiplication of a matrix completed in the month of March, right? Now scalar multiplication of a vector. So to define this, we want one scalar and one vector. Scalar and one vector. See, let A bar be the non-zero vector. That means magnitude is never zero. That is the non-zero. Let A bar be the non-zero vector. Yes. And lambda be the non-zero real number. Right? Just listen. I will give notes. A bar be the non-zero vector. This is the number. Real number nothing but it is the scalar. It is the scalar. A bar direction is there. So it is the vector. A bar be the non-zero vector and lambda be the non-zero means either positive or negative but not zero. So lambda be the non-zero real number. Real number nothing but it is the scalar. Then the scalar multiplication of a vector is also a vector. Scalar multiplication of a matrix is again matrix. In the similar way, scalar simply we write down or you can write into, no problem. Scalar multiplication of a vector is also a vector. That means lambda A bar is also a vector of magnitude is. So what is the magnitude of this vector? Mod lambda A bar is the mod lambda times of the magnitude of the given vector. Magnitude of this vector lambda A bar is the mod lambda times of the magnitude of the given vector A bar. And one more very important thing is, what is the direction of this vector? We are saying that lambda into A bar is also vector. A bar will be the given vector. See, this is the given vector A bar. This vector A bar multiplied by the scalar lambda. That means maybe magnitude is different, no doubt. That is why mod lambda A bar is the mod lambda times of the magnitude of the given vector. So this is the lambda A bar. This is also vector. So direction of this lambda A bar is also same as that of the direction of the given vector when this lambda is positive. When this scalar is, we are saying that lambda is never zero. Maybe it is positive or negative. So when this lambda is positive, direction of this vector lambda A bar is same as that of the direction of the given vector. You will get doubt here. What about line of supports? Line of supports may be parallel or line of supports may be coincide. No problem. For example, see, this is A bar, this is lambda A bar. The direction of these two vectors same. That means the scalar lambda is positive. Anyone you can choose. The line of supports coincide or line of supports parallel. Anyone you can write, no problem. Here lambda is positive. What? Direction of lambda A is less than 0, negative, then the direction of this lambda a bar is opposite to the given vector a bar. This is a very important point. Scalar, given scalar lambda is positive, direction of the vector lambda a bar is same as that of the given vector a bar. If the scalar lambda is negative, then the direction of this vector lambda a bar is opposite to the direction of the given vector a bar. So finally we can say that a bar and lambda a bar, these two vectors are collinear or parallel, because their line of supports are parallel or line of supports may be coincide. That is the definition of the collinear vectors or parallel vectors. That we will write as a note point. Very important thing. Write down clearly. Heading: scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of a vector. To define this, we want one scalar and one vector. Write down clearly. Let a bar be Let a bar be any non-zero vector. Let a bar be any non-zero vector, and let lambda, right here, lambda be non-zero real number, and let lambda be the non-zero real number. Non-zero real number means maybe it is positive or negative, but not zero. That is the meaning of non-zero. Let lambda be the non-zero real number in bracket scalar. Real number in bracket scalar. The real number is a scalar. Let lambda be the non-zero real number in bracket scalar. Come on, then the scalar multiplication in bracket lambda. Then the scalar multiplication in bracket lambda of the given vector bracket a bar. Then the scalar multiplication lambda of the given vector in bracket a bar is also a vector. That is very important. Is also a vector. What is that vector? Lambda dot a bar. Without dot also you can write lambda a bar like this. No problem. What is the definition? A bar be the non-zero vector, lambda be the non-zero real number of given scalar. Then the scalar multiplication lambda of the given vector a bar is also a vector. What is that vector? Lambda a bar is also a vector. Lambda a bar, and continue. And the magnitude of lambda a bar. Magnitude of lambda a bar is write down about magnitude. Next we will write about directions. Direction of this vector depends upon lambda. Maybe lambda is positive or lambda is negative. First write down about magnitude. Write down. And the magnitude of lambda a bar is mod lambda times of magnitude of lambda a bar is mod lambda. We have to write mod because magnitude is never negative. Mod lambda times of the magnitude of the given vector a bar. What is this point? Magnitude of lambda a bar is mod lambda times of the magnitude of the given vector a bar. That is symbolically that can be written as count. That is magnitude mod. Magnitude of lambda a bar is equal to mod lambda times of the magnitude of given vector a bar. That is. So finally remember, scalar multiplication vector is nothing but vector, not a scalar. That is mod lambda a bar is equal to mod lambda times dot mod lambda into mod a bar. Mod a bar. Next, right side of the page. You draw this one. Next we will write two cases, case 1 and case 2. Case 1 and case 2. For the first case, lambda positive. Second case, lambda is negative. First to draw these line segments. Here you can take parallel supports, otherwise same supports. Maybe supports are parallel or supports are coincide. Supports are coincide. No problem. Here we cannot talk about supports, just we'll talk about direction and magnitude. Right. This is A bar. Very important thing is direction. Vector nothing but direction. Next, you draw this one, another line segment, which is more of this one or less of this one, because we are multiplying by lambda. So different magnitude. Length is different. That is why a lambda A bar. Very important thing is direction, right? Direction of this vector is same as that of this vector. Means what about lambda? Positive. Bracket will become very important. Lambda greater than 0. Next, draw same thing. But here, this is also lambda A bar only. But direction of this vector lambda A bar is opposite to the given vector. Why? Because this scalar lambda is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative. Negative. Write down these two things. Draw these three things and write down two cases. First, case 1. First case 1. If lambda is positive, the given scalar real number is positive, then the direction of then the direction of the vector lambda A bar. The vector lambda A bar is scalar multiplication of the vector is vector. If lambda is positive, then the direction of the vector lambda A bar is same as that of the direction of given vector. Right here. Direction of the vector lambda A bar is same as that of the direction of the given vector A bar. Given vector A bar. That is case 1. Next, case 2. Negative case 7. If lambda is negative means less than 0. Left side of 0. Lambda is negative, then same point, right? Then the direction of the vector lambda A bar. We are talking about lambda A bar, right? Then the direction of the vector, the vector lambda A bar is opposite. Positive same, negative opposite, right? Direction of the vector lambda A bar is opposite to the direction of the given vector A bar. That's it. That is the second note. Once again check it. If lambda is negative, then the direction of the vector lambda A bar is opposite to the direction of the given vector A bar. Given vector A bar. Next, that's it. This is the scalar multiplication of the vector. Next one, note point from there. 4 note points. Yes, I want to write it. First note. For any two vectors, A bar and B bar, comma, we have A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. What type of properties? Commutative. Matrices satisfies commutative underration. That is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Here also vectors also satisfies commutative property under addition. Bracket very well. Clearly, for the first observation note, for any two vectors A bar and B bar, we have A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar in bracket commutative. Right, clearly commutative. Next, second one. To define associative, we want three vectors, right? So for any three vectors, write it clearly. For any three vectors, A bar, B bar, and C bar, comma, we have see A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Associative. What is the meaning of associative? You can write bracket here, first two or last two. That is associative. Under addition. Write a new bracket, associative. Right. First one is what? For any two vectors A bar and B bar, we have A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. That is commutative. Just write a commutative. This we can prove by using the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors. One diagonal is A bar plus B bar, another diagonal is B bar plus A bar. That is nothing. Proof nothing. Just remember as a note. Second one, for any three vectors A bar, B bar, and C bar, comma, we have A bar plus B bar of plus C bar is equal to A bar plus of B bar plus C bar, in bracket associative. Next, number three. Number three, note number three. For any vector, A bar plus O bar. What is O bar? Null vector or zero vector. Types of the vectors. First type null vector or zero vector. So A bar plus O bar is equal to O bar plus A bar is equal to A bar. Here A bar is the given vector. Okay. What about O bar? Additive identity. Here in bracket O bar is the additive identity. That is the third one. Third observation. Third note. Next, number 4. This is last one. For any vector A bar, instead of A bar we can write B bar, C bar. First note that one. Vector satisfies commutative, right? So A bar plus O bar is equal to O bar plus A bar is equal to A bar. Write down about O bar. What is O bar here? Additive identity. Next, last one. For any vector A bar, comma, see A bar plus of minus A bar. So what is the meaning of minus A bar? Negative vector. This A bar is the given vector. Means this is also A bar only, but direction of this vector is opposite to the given vector. That is why you write minus. Nothing other, both are same. Right, okay. For any vector A bar plus of minus A bar is equal to, next, minus A bar plus A bar is equal to O bar. We get that null vector. This also we can verify by using second exercise problems. Wait, first you write down as a note. For any vector A bar plus of minus A bar is equal to minus A bar plus A bar is equal to O bar. Write down about minus A bar. Here minus A bar is the additive inverse plus additive inverse. Write it clearly. Minus A bar is the additive inverse. That's it. This is the class. Next class we will discuss the representation of a vector in a plane and also representation of a vector in a space. Thank you.